What's going on today, guys? Well, this is what we're into. Yeah, that's a 4x4 roll of hay, and that's a square baler. It's a one-man operation here. Sometimes I have to do this because it's easier for me to bring the round bales home after I round bale them in a field and then just re-square bale them here. Now I've got the square baler hooked to Little Blue, 30 horsepower New Holland. And you know, I've had a lot of questions, or I haven't had a lot of questions, I've seen a lot of videos where people say, will my tractor run a square baler? Well, this is what I can tell you. Yes, it will. If it's got a 540 PTO, and probably in the 20 horsepower range at that, I would say actually 16 horsepower, it'll run it. Let me explain that. It'll run it because of this. This is what people fail to remember about a square baler, especially an older model, and even the new models have them. Now some models have them mounted to the side and they twist this way, and so most of the New Hollands and Massey Fergusons are all up front here. This flywheel, and there's a long equation to figure it out. If you want to Google it, that's fine, but this flywheel is why you can run that baler. Yeah, like I say, you could put a 16 horsepower tractor in front of it, and as long as it'll turn 540 PTO and get this flywheel at 540, this flywheel's inertia will make that baler work. Excuse me. The reason I know that is when they first come out with these New Holland balers, they had a 16 horsepower Wisconsin motor mounted up here with a bell around this, and the tractor all it done was pull it. That 16 horsepower motor turned this flywheel, and I just happen to know that on this 269 HAYLINER, which is a 1963 model, so it's 60 years old, a little over 60. It's 60 years this year, sorry. That this generates 40 horsepower. This flywheel's inertia, when it transfers into mechanical horsepower through the gearbox here, which this one's been stored a little while, it transfers that inertia to the plunger, the pickup, and the knotters, and that's what makes it work. I've baled a lot of hay with my little 30 horsepower tractor in this little New Holland baler. I've had it now about, I'm guessing 7 years probably. And of course I bought it new because the baler's quite a bit older than I am. But just keep good maintenance on them, and they'll last you a lifetime, if not two. This is the knotters. That's probably one of the most frustrating things to any farmer around, especially if you don't know everything about them, and I do not know everything about them, but I have had to learn quite a bit. And you will learn your machinery. This here's the meter wheel. It runs the arm. This right here, you adjust it up and down to determine your bale length. Now I'm not tying too long of a bale, but I'm packing them tight. Looks like I've got one side a little looser than the other side, but once it comes out, it'll be fine. They're coming out just fine, as you can tell. They're not bananaed or anything, and that's what I like about the baler. It was cheap, considering what a baler runs. A new one could be $50,000. I've seen them at least that much. I don't think this one, I think I bought this and a rake for $1,500 back several years ago. It's hard to beat something that just works. But anyway, I'm going to try to get you some footage of it. On this one, the twine box is back here, and I do use the poly twine because it lasts a long time. I sell these bales all through the winter for chickens and goats and cattle and sheep and whatever anybody wants to feed them to, I guess. And I sell a lot for decoration down at the pumpkin stand. You can see it down there. We're not very far. But anyhow, you got to be careful. This is probably one of the more dangerous things I do on a farm because I'm standing right in front of the pickup here when I feed this thing. But we're going to try to get you some footage. Y'all just hang on and watch me work really hard and try to make a dollar. Well guys, I get to give you your first lesson with a square baler. Make sure you carry some shear bolts. Convenient little toolbox on these things. And that's the way you carry your shear bolts, in an old mayonnaise jar. Just go ahead and buy you about a pound of them. You'll need them. I'll try to get you some footage here of changing it when it stops. Alright, there's a hole on the flywheel. There's a corresponding hole over here on the clutch. You can see it in there. You see, it's not a real hard fix. But, see, I put that bolt through there. And the other side's got a nut on it.